Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
La formazione del Milan, il numero 11, Wilshere, il numero 20, Scholes, il numero 9, Park Ji-sung, il numero 8, Rooney.
Well, we're on the way. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kipre. Clark. Taylor. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gakpo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's lofted through here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, easy pickings there. Gakpo. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Danger averted for now. Matsusiwa with a definite foul there. Gakpo! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. That's a sharp pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Højlund. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. This looks promising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Højlund. He's in a great position here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Scholes. Tries to... Oh, smashing header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it... Højlund! Oh, it's come off the upright. Has crossed in. Oh, what a climb! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gakpo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Scholes, a player of legendary status.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rooney. Gakpo has it in a wide position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Højlund. He's having a shot! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Assegnato al 32esimo minuto, numero 17.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide. Cross in. They've played it short. Hoisted in. Chance! He's scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Assegnato al 36esimo minuto, numero 9.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. Taylor. Can he spark a counter here? And the return pass. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Kukurea. Yehi. James. Now that looks a decent ball. Clark. Now, can they get him away? Park Ji-sung. Played out to the right. Out towards the flank. Played it early. He gets big! No, not the best of headers. Threads one in. James. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we're underway again. Nankatsu. Played out towards the right wing. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Flashes it across. Over to the left. Always play. And a chance! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
This has become one superb game of football.
Oh, there's a genuine sense of tit for tat here, Peter. Neither side seems willing to back off here. This is a terrific watch.
Park Ji-sung. Wilshere. And it's Scholes. Little pass back. And Scholes. Distributed tidily. Passing nice and neat. Rooney. He rises! Goal! Milan! And they get themselves in front! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Clark. Looking for options for movement. Drives it in. That's a goal kick. Scholes. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Nankatsu. Clipped into Polish header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Rooney. Walton. Kipre. Clark could try cutting inside here. Oh, right place, right time.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Scholes, played out to the left flank, and he's managed to get free. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared away. Taylor. Can he get it through? And he's chosen to go back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Good ball, good take. Now, what about this cross? James attempts a clearance. And it's been taken short. Opts to play it back. Oh, that was vital.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rooney. And here's Gakpo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Park Ji-sung. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And he's managed to gift it back. That's a Siwa. Park Ji-sung. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Akpom. Taylor.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that's fabulous. Akpom. Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Il numero 7. Il numero
Park
18.
Ji-sung! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Il quarto uomo indica
4
minuti di recupero.
4 extra minutes added on. Rooney, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Dink through. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
Milan making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And we're done. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan really were always favourites to start with, and try as they might, you always knew that their opponents were only going to emerge with little more than their pride intact.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
We're ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Anthony Elanga is a player who's learning the game for me, Peter. He produces moments of magic, but he also produces mistakes, which is often associated with a player so young. He left Sweden at an extremely young age. I think he was 12 when he moved to Manchester, but he's progressed through the age groups and he's making his mark now at the top level. He just needs consistency to be added.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And that gets things running. That has found him in acres of space. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's crossed into the middle. Cleared away. And the keeper beats it away. Fired deep towards the back post. And he can clear it away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Caught offside that time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pinged towards the front line. Looking for the run. This looks promising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Pinches it off him. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Perez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Goes for a shot! Goal, Milan! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. That was a given, it always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Elanga. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Okazaki plays it in. Terrific! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Number 22.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Hit into the middle. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's had a hit! Okazaki! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
The goal scorer for Milan.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Takes a shot! No, he's missed it. And it's Okazaki. Elanga. And here's Okazaki. Threads one in. Can he finish? Just cruising. They are cruising. And they're at it again in double quick time. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now the delivery. Elanga. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And they can counter here. There will be a throw-in. That is ended up in no man's land. And that is as far as they're going to go. Swept in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Elanga. Chance here to counter. That is good alertness. He's looking wide.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nunez. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
We are glad to inform
Well, for
you
me,
that
it's a
today's
lead that's
match
thoroughly
day
deserved,
programs are
Peter.
available from
They've been
stands
quicker to
located
pretty
by
much
the
everything
gates.
so far.
I'm
The
sure they
only
will make
thing
fine
you've got to
souvenirs.
wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Milan are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitution on the field. Number 9 coming on the field.
And that's the
is
start of another 45 minutes.
47.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shot could be on. Delivers the ball. And he knocks it clear. Jensen. He's gone for goal! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Turns back here, probably the best option. Yehi. Wan-Bissaka. That's Park Ji-sung. Elanga. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Well, they could break here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance to deliver. Kukurea clears it away. Perez. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Takes aim and crosses. Cleared without hesitation. Distributed tidily. Could try cutting inside here. Big
The
header!
attendance for this match was 29,514.
It wasn't a great header in the end.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Elanga. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a searching pass. Gehi with the clearance. He's in a great position here. Sticks it away! Offside.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Pass somewhat off target. Scholes. Out towards the flank. Played in. It's a mighty effort! And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Perez is onto it in a flash. Jensen. He's in space and looking for options. Fires it in low. Here comes another cross.
Oh, they're failing with the very quality that should be delivered with more intent.
Number 8, Jensen.
No
Number
time for
24,
changes on both sides,
coming on the
actually.
field, number 11, Nelson. Number 14.
75 minutes
Substitution
played.
in progress.
And he welcomes it in. Great chance! And he hits the net! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
The goal
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 22.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Milan are having a ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Fabio Carvalho, spread it left. Looking for options for movement. Gets into some space. That's a fabulous ball. And it's Okazaki. Nicked it back promptly. And now the breakaway. Great vision. Saka providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Up he goes! He's scored! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
88 minutes is
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Out to the left it goes. Park Ji-sung.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
They're urging him to shoot. Can he finish? They've scored! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Very nicely done. Good spot that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's picked his way through. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Darwin walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I've been so impressed with Harry Maguire's development over the years, Peter. Hats off to those who've helped him become the ball-playing defender he is today. He's very, very good at stepping into midfield, and his ability to pick out long passes and those diagonal balls will play an important part again, no doubt.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And we're underway. He's in space and looking for options. Produces a cross. And that has been cleared. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Nicely aimed pass, and the counter is on. And here's Rooney, Van Nistelrooy, and Van Nistelrooy! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Goes for a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. He's gone forward. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Played in deep. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Saka. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Perez. Up he goes! No, not the best of headers.
Oh, that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Phillips. Looking tidy in possession here. Nicely weighted ball. Showing good feet. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Delivers the ball.
Maguire gets it away.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Saka.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Vieira is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's been shipped out wide. Back into the middle. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Keeper's dealt with that.
Maguire.
Perez, the man we've all come to watch. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Grant. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a chance!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Saka. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Saka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Grant. Vieira calmly anticipates. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Vieira.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
It's Saka. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Grant. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Rooney. And this is Van Nistelrooy! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Perez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Saka being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Grant.
Such good technique.
Foot in. Oh, there's a probing ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
West Bromwich can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Does well to stand firm and defend it. Very nicely done. Ball comes up, mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Phillips. And it's Rooney. Saka. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely... Big chance! Nicely spread. It's played through for him. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he was quick to react. Now he's got space here.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Saka. He's had it taken off him. And that's another good win of the ball. Milan still ahead by the game's only goal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Saka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Can he get on the end of this? Saka. Wilshere. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Van Nistelrooy voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome
Gorgeous,
to today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And this is now today's
Jim, you've
lineup.
played in games of this nature.
Number
Who can make the
26.
difference?
Well, this guy, Hudson-Odoi, is one of the gems in a great generation of English talent, Peter. A wide player, competent playing from either side. I find him, unlike a lot of his contemporaries, to be a more deceptive and unpredictable player in that he isn't a ball hogger, you know, quite the opposite.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. So we're up and running. Rooney. Now this could be a chance. Threads one in, and this is Rooney. Gets good distance on it. Deep cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And it's Rooney, looking here to chip it through. And that has been cleared. And that's a terrific header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hudson-Odoi. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Now, can they get him away? Shoots! Perez. To Elanga. Looking for the run. He has a look up. Nicely shaped cross. That's really well cleared. Just eases him off the ball. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Moved on forwards. And he gets rid in a hurry. Looking to go deep. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's a decent clearance, and claimed it back swiftly. Gehi gets it clear. Cleared without hesitation. Elanga. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Rooney. Can he get on the end of this? Nunez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Nunez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anderson. Gibbs-White. Williams. And he's gone looking for safety. Anderson. Looking tidy in possession here. Now it's Hudson-Odoi. Nottingham looking to pass their way through. And the finish! Gehi. And Darwin. Now it's Rooney. Van Nistelrooy. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's played forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lovely ball and a rip. Can he finish? Goal, Milan! There is the breakthrough. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
It's a promising position. Delivers the ball. Here's the header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, no circumventing this opponent. Aina. Knocks it into space. Shot a goal! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
After 42 minutes is...
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Tries to pass it through, and that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Hudson-Odoi.
has been indicated.
Anderson. Nottingham finding their passes. Has crossed into the middle. Played back in. They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
it's the keeper's ball. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow
to give
at
your
the break.
support to our Better Stadium Fund. Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Milan get the second half going. Scholes. Maguire. And it's Rooney. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gibbs-White, can he get it through? Lovely feet. Now that looks a decent ball. Darwin does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Perez. Rooney. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Anderson. Deftly away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Aims beyond the defence. Elanga. Rooney. And Scholes. Oh, this looks sharp. He's looking wide. Perez.
The attendance
No, he's not getting his way this time.
29,813.
That's a cute ball. Cucurella. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hudson-Odoi is firing after that one. Clipped into space. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Number 16, coming on the field is number 29.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Darwin. Oh, that's a key interception. Elanga. Scholes, a player of legendary status. Nicely shaped ball. Caught offside that time. Hudson-Odoi. Great work on the overlap. Scholes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. The ball has bounced loose now. Hudson-Odoi has created one goal already. Oh, can he get onto this? Gibbs-White. Hudson-Odoi. That's good play. And he whips it in. He gets big. Oh, off the bar.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, super ball! Nottingham desperately searching for the winner here. Played it early. And that's the keeper's ball. That pass isn't the best. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Perez. Van Nistelrooy.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Number 7, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Number 19, coming on the field, number 14, number 11, Wood.
Gibbs-White.
Substitution.
Now it's Wood. Rooney.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Darwin. And here's Perez. He rises! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Knocks it out wide. And the referee brings it to a close. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for.
Just a quick
Good
reminder
evening to
today,
you.
Please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
La formazione del Milan, il numero 6, Vieira, il numero 20, Scholes, il numero 9, Park Ji-sung, il numero 8, Rooney.
So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Gravenberch, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line. And just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility, and of course vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, they can break here. Frimpong. For Szoboszlai. Gomez. Rooney. Good purposeful running this. Gravenberch. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. That's been slipped through. Oh, nice touch. Scholes. Perez. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Gakpo is onto this. Gakpo!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the...
Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Great effort. He flew in with courage.
Mohamed Salah instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
McAllister. So it is still 0-0. And it's Wirtz. Liverpool upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Up he goes! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Gakpo shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Gakpo is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Perez. Looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here. He gets big. And he has kicked it out somehow.
Park Ji-sung actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Yehi. And they've switched it over to the other side. And it's Van Nistelrooy. McAllister.
This is the time you need that pace.
And Frimpong. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Milan are looking to break at pace. He's got full. Harmlessly behind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Wits. Kirkes. There's a sharp little ball here. It's Pires! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rooney with the short one. Swings in across. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Scholes. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
Pires! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Gravenberg tries to clear. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Gravenberg. And it's McAllister. Frimpong. And it's Gomez. Now Van Dijk. Kirkes. It's a good run down the left-hand side. It's a promising position. Oh, sweet feet. And it's McAllister. He's in a great position here. And it's made its way to him. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Milan ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're off again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Kerkez gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kerkez. And here's Wirtz. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And here's Gakpo. Vieira proves too strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's the chance to counter. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Now the ball in. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Van Dijk. Now Kerkez. Now it's Darwin. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, his vision and guile have been standout attributes, though it looks like he's receiving a stamp out now.
Can he spark a counter here? And here's Rooney. Park Ji-sung. And he's there to get it away. That's the throw. Perez. Alisson gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Gakpo. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Mohamed Salah. Darwin dominates aerially so often. Perez providing an outlet on that flank. And he shoots! Van Dijk getting this one clear. Kerkez. And it's Van Dijk. Wirtz. And Gravenberch. Salah. Vieira does well to get it back. And it's Rooney. Now it's Darwin. And he's found a way past. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Now it's Rooney. Tries a deft little ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Liverpool choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Kerkez. Jones. McAllister. And it's Gomez. Gravenberch. Gomez. McAllister. Gakpo. It's Salah! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going out? Oh, he's been caught napping!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Nunez, and this is Rooney. Not the most convincing of passes.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Now it's Mohamed Salah, now it's Szoboszlai. Out towards the flank. Vieira does well to stand firm and defend it. Tries to pass it through. Perez gets into a good position. And no, he's seen through all of that.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
It's been played through. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And it's been taken short. Salah crosses. That's a decent clearance. Oh, it's come loose.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Played into the box. Nunez with the clearance. There will be a throw-in. And it's Gravenberch. Rooney, always looking for that half a chance. He can run onto that. And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Traffico intenso nei dintorni dello stadio dopo la partita. Siate prudenti.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times. But I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Crystal Palace have chosen to go with a 3-6-1 formation, Jim.
Well, what tends to happen with a puzzling-looking formation like this is that two of the more creative midfielders take up slightly inverted attacking roles to make it a simpler 3-4-3 setup, or indeed 3-4-2-1. That's what should unfold here. At the moment, I admit, it does look a little strange.
And that gets things running. Wharton. Lacroix. Lacroix. Brennan Johnson. Now it's Mateta. Sarr. Oh, such a clever touch. Tries to thread one through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Lacroix. Wharton. Johnson. In with the challenge. Wilshere. It's Saka. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Rooney. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Johnson. And it's Munoz. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Saka. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mateta. Munoz. Sarr. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Johnson. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Watkins. Scholes, the man we've all come to watch. Now it's Mateta. He's in a great position here. Spread out to the left.
This is the time you need that pace.
Gakpo. Watkins. Chance! And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, they could be caught out here. Sarr. Arteta. And the counter is on. Spread it left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sarr gets into a good position. Sarr. Oh, some tackle that. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Scholes. Oh, good read. Sarr. Rooney. Munoz. Sarr.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he walks. He's having a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, good-looking ball. Johnson. And he's forced to go back. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Mitchell. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Out of play for a goal kick. Scholes. That's going to go a long way. But they've got it again. And it's Wilshere.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lerma. Munoz. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Here we go again.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And he's picked it up out wide. Gehi tries to clear. Oh, what has happened here? Shapes to shoot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 48 minutes is number 2.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Has a look and plays it forward. Watkins touches it back. Lerma.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Munoz. Early ball. He rises! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Lacroix. And Richards chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
Munoz. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Watkins. And it's made its way to him. Gakpo! It's anyone's ball now. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Lerma.
The attendance for this match was 29,830.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Mitchell. Nice control. Too much on that, it's gone out. Scholes looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Now, can they get him away? Sarr. Wharton. He's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two. Sarr, looking for options for movement. Drives it in.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Watkins. Scholes. It's a lovely, delicate pass. And this is Rooney. And that has been knocked clear. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Sarr. Johnson. Out to the left it goes. Oh, sweet feet. Crosses it in here. And he's there to get rid.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Watkins. Now it's Rooney. Crystal Palace needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Crystal Palace looking to pass their way through. And it's Munoz. Caresses it through. Tries a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Mateta fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So, time for
Johnson.
changes on both
Coming
sides,
on to
actually.
replace him is
Wharton plays it
number
short.
28. Doucouré. Substitution.
He slings it in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played down the flank. He is through here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lerma. And here's Mateta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
There will be 1
No,
minute.
he wasn't going to be
time.
fooled. Doucouré. Now it's Sarr. Mateta. And the referee brings it to a close. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
Well,